Alright, fair warning. Get the kids out of the room. Get the women and children out of the room. What you're about to see may offend some people. Ah! Well, not really. There it is. That's the 1000 motor in a million pieces. I've been taking pictures up until now. I haven't done much in the way of video other than just the updates you guys have seen. I haven't done step by step or anything like that. I will arrange the pictures in a slideshow or whatever, and that'll be a separate video. So you guys can look forward to that if you're interested in that. If not, then skip through it, I guess. So yeah, this is the 1000 motor completely split as far as we need to split it. If you wanted to get this crankshaft out, you would have to pull the flywheel off the other side, but we don't have to worry about that because we're not pulling it out. I just took the PTO cover off this side of the motor, and then undid all the bolts and stuff, and lifted it off. So here you can see right here is where that through shaft was, which is right here in my hand. It just sat in there like that. And there's two, here's one of them, bearing holders. Well, that wasn't very bright, but there's two bearing holders that hold that in, and there's 3 bolts that retain them, and I just dropped one down in there, I'm pretty sure, so that's awesome. I'll have to find that now. But yeah, anyway, no big deal. Actually not that hard to take apart one of these motors. The gearbox is sitting over here. I pulled that off the motor. Just 4 bolts hold them together, and you pull them apart, and then you move over to the motor. So when you think about it, like, what I'm used to working on is 300 Hondas, and other Hondas too for that matter, but specifically the 300s, where you got the engine and you got the gearbox contained all in one unit. So it can get, I don't want to say complicated, but certainly more complicated than this. So even though you're dealing on this motor with twice as many cylinders, so twice as many pistons, twice as many connecting rods, twice as many cylinder heads, all that stuff, you're really not getting into that much complicated stuff, because what's complicated is all the gears and shims and stuff like that. And also with the Hondas, your clutches are going to be a wet clutch, like a centrifugal clutch, and then your change clutch for your gears as well. So like, that's another added complexity inside the engine, inside the crankcase covers, that you don't have to deal with on this, because your clutches are outboard. They're external of the engine. So basically all this is an engine. There's nothing else to it. It's just a V-twin engine that you have to take apart. So really not that difficult. The most difficult part of the whole thing is getting it out of here, because there's so much wiring and stuff like that, and it's crammed in there too. But even that isn't, a huge deal. So yeah, overall not too bad. Everything looks pretty good in there. No complaints. That's pretty cool the way that is. I assume that's for agitating the oil and throwing it around a bit better. But yeah, all we gotta do now is throw that new through shaft in. New gaskets. We'll clean up some of this stuff a little bit. The gaskets on this are coming off super easy. Like I said, I'm used to working on 300 Hondas that are old and been sitting for a while, or have been run for a long time, I should say. And the gaskets are on there solid, but yeah, that just peels off. So, because I mean, there's only 60 hours on this motor. It's less than, year and a half old or whatever it is now. So yeah, overall not too bad. We got our brand new OEM gasket set to put in. We've got our Mag Plus cams to go in the heads. We'll get it back together. I gotta set the timing on it and stuff like that. So I think you guys let me know if you want to see it or not. I'll do some actual video footage of putting it back together. Let me know in the comments if you want to see that or not, and if not, I won't. Yeah, I'll just keep doing updates like we've been doing otherwise. So anyway, thanks for watching. Don't forget to comment below and hit that like button, and if you like the channel, just maybe subscribe. Thanks guys.